My name's Dominick. I'm 24 years old. I'm $16,000 in debt, and this is the Ixora Story. All right, welcome to episode 1. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm still not used to talking to the camera. So it's still gonna feel a little weird to me. Probably gonna have a bunch of filler words and just kind of have like dull moments. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys, bring you in to where I'm at and what I'm doing. Since this is episode 1, I want to talk about, what's going on currently. Currently, I'm actually at my job. I'm not punched in, but I'm here. I was kind of talking about what I'm doing. I'm helping the owner of this. He's starting out his YouTube channel. He's he's huge in the cooking industry. He's a Michelin star chef. He's been on the Today Show, and I'm hoping to learn a lot from him so that I can kind of bring that to you guys and bring that to my channel and maybe help me, kind of blow this up. The whole point, as we know, is to get $2 million before 30. Right now, I'm $16,000 in debt, so I'm actually worse than zero. We got a long way to go, and I think first step is making more money. And speaking of that, I'm starting a new job at a repo company. It's there's a salary based, which I'm not sure the salary, but I make $75 per car, or $70 per car that I repo. And from talking to the other employees there, they repo about 20 cars a week. So that's going to increase my income a lot. And I just kind of plan on, tackling that debt first. I have some investments. I'm not huge. I don't know much about, I'm not a guru. I don't want to pretend to be like a financial guru that I know exactly what's going on. I've never been one being scared to take risks. And that's probably a horrible way to invest, going in thinking it's a risk. But I have a buddy who's huge into crypto. And I feel like crypto's been on the run lately. He's helping me out investing in something called Telcoin. I'm not going to pretend like I even know everything about it, but that's expected to run. So I'm hoping to make some money there and get out of debt. As for the content side, we know that I started this channel to kind of document my journey, and as I learn to go from having nothing and I guess going from the start to my goal, kind of document that and the processes that I'm doing. And that's what this is. On top of helping out the owner, I'm also starting a podcast with my friends. I'm trying to jump into content hard so that I can, get better at this, get better at the skills that it takes to, become a content creator. Some of the things that I personally know I need to work on before I even think about making more money, though, is my discipline. And that's discipline in, I think, all aspects of life, financially, physically, and mentally. I need to, and things that I'm doing to kind of help build discipline is waking up earlier and at a consistent time. I think before I would wake up, whenever I woke up, which could be 12:30, could be 7 in the morning. It was very irregular. So I'm going to try to wake up at a specific time. I think that'll help me a lot. As well as other things that don't seem huge, but I think help me personally, and they might help you, is keeping a cleaner room. I feel like tidiness helps clear mental space. Whereas if you have a cluttered room equals a cluttered mind. And then some other things is just being consistent. I've tried this YouTube content creation before. I think I made one video. I hated editing, and after that video, I quit. I won't let that happen with this channel. I want to continue at it. And I think that's why I'm also taking so many other avenues of content creation, because I want to refine those skills. I feel like once you get good at something, it doesn't feel as stressful. So I hated editing, and by getting better at editing, or to get better at editing, I just made myself have more responsibilities, which might not work, and I might burn myself out, to be honest, or I'll double down and I'll learn the tricks, and it won't be so hard anymore, and it won't feel like such a big burden. It'll just become like second nature. And that's kind of why I'm helping the owner with content creation, and I'm editing the podcast with my friends, which check out those channels. Let me, this isn't like an ad for them. It's just, I want to know what you like, help me get better at editing. Like I said, the big part of this was to build a community. I don't think anybody can get rich on their own. And I think the more people you have in your corner, the easier it is to get rich. That's a big part of why I started this channel, was so that you guys can give me feedback, give me advice. Maybe tell me the mistakes that you've made. Let me hear some of your stories as to, things that you've tried, so that I know kind of what direction to take. So yeah, check out those channels. One's the famous chef Matt, like I said, huge Michelin star chef, great guy, very humble. And I can't say much more about him. And then check out me and my buddy's podcast called Why Not Have Ambition. We're going to be posting our first episode there soon, which that's just if you kind of want to know me more, that's the best place to do it. I'm hanging out with my lifelong friends and just talking about life, old stories. So just if you're interested in that, check in on that. But to kind of rewind a little bit, I think discipline's a big thing. I need to be consistent, which I'm working on by doing these videos. And I can't even tell you how many times that I've probably stopped and started this, just because it feels so awkward. But I just want this to be very authentic. I don't want to feel forced, fake. I want this to feel genuine. But yeah, this is just episode 1. I've been working in the restaurant business. I just I was working 2 jobs at 2 different restaurants, one a brewery and one like a sports bar and grill. I just quit at the brewery, or put in my 2 weeks at the brewery, so that I can start this repo company. And then I'm doing content creation. I think that's my main 2 focuses. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's going on in both those avenues. As I make more money and pay off my debt, you'll kind of see that going on. Any books that I read, any podcasts I watch, I'm going to be kind of tying you into that. I can't say I've started yet, I'm not going to lie, but it's something that I know I need to, which ties back into discipline. I just hope this helps you as much as it's helping me. And, tune in for episode 2. I'm going to be updating these every single week. And we'll be going through this journey together. And hopefully this inspires some of you guys to take that first step, whether we're starting a YouTube channel or whatever that may be. But once again, thank you for watching, and look out for episode 2.